Okay, I try this again. I had written down some topics of some things I wanted to discuss about narcissism. But this is really more or less just this involves any relationship that comes to an end, whether it's a love relationship or a friendship, or you have to cut contact with family members or something. Of all the pain and frustration and confusion and just the hard part of the breakup or the end of the relationship that you go through, something is going to happen, and at some point you're going to have fond memories of this person. You're going to have happy memories, even though you may have suffered. It could even be a situation where maybe this person has gotten violent with you. That was never my case, and I'm happy to say that, but you don't know when it's going to happen. You can be sitting around, something on TV maybe sparks your memory, but you'll have a happy memory, and I have learned to just accept it and not try to block these memories out. You're going to have a lot of bad memories, and you're going to be very, just angry with yourself that these memories are popping into your head, whether they're good or bad. You're going to say, "Why can't I stop?" If this relationship has ended badly, and most of them do, and with a narcissist. But at some point you're going to have fond memories, and you're going to say, why am I thinking these happy thoughts and these happy memories? Why am I looking back on this person who damaged me so badly, and I'm smiling about something that I remembered? Well, that's just a human nature, and to me, I think that's a part of the healing process. There was a time in my life when things were so I was just so depressed and confused and just at the bottom, rock bottom in my emotional and psychological mind. I didn't think I would ever recover, but I did, and I'm still in that process, and these videos are helping me a lot. But, I've had some fond memories come up in my mind, and I remember some good times. I remember early on when he and I were in that dating, which our relationship went from hello, how are you, to, let's move in together, to, I'm sorry this is not working out, see ya, and then, a lot more after that, but it happened so fast, and it ended so fast, but I think maybe that's why there was so much damage psychologically and emotionally, was because it ended so fast. But I have these fond memories pop up, and I used to feel very, even though I was sitting there laughing, smiling, thinking about something that was said or something that we did together, I would feel depressed about it. And then finally I just said, you know what, it's a part of life. You may have someone who you loved and they may have passed away. It doesn't stop you from remembering. You may miss them greatly. Like my dad, I miss my dad greatly, and I have, grief over his passing away. But I remember bad things about him. I remember that he was very strict and demanding, and sometimes he, didn't treat his children the best. But that's just a part of life. There are people, everybody has good and bad in them. And so, I sit there and I think about some fond memories of him and time we spent together. And I just want to put this message out there to somebody that, this will happen to you at some point. And the first time that it happens, that you maybe are just caught off guard by it, don't look at it as, a failure of yourself. Don't look at it as like a setback in your healing. Look at it as, a part of your healing, because you're saying It's your mind, your body, your psyche saying to you that, you're healing from what happened to you. And, I have memories. I remember one time when we were first, early stages of our relationship, that we just went to this little restaurant, got some sandwiches, takeout, and we went to this lake. We went to this park where there was a lake, and we sat there, and we ate our sandwiches, and we talked, and we held hands, and we walked around the lake, and it was fall, and the colors were just beautiful around the lake, and it was just a beautiful fall day. And I remember that day as one of the best days, not only of my relationship with him, but one of the best days, that I can remember in my life. It was just a great day, and I just really, I don't look at it now and say, you should be ashamed of yourself for remembering that good time. You're with another man now. You have another relationship. You shouldn't be thinking about that. But you can't help your mind from, remembering. And when you start remembering good things about a person that treated you poorly, it says something more about you than it does about them. It says that you can forgive. Maybe eventually you do forgive. I think I'm starting to forgive this man. I think I'm kind of starting to take some ownership of my own shortcomings, and maybe I see that I rushed into a relationship with him too fast. Maybe I should have been smarter about it. And that's just a part of the healing process as well. You will blame yourself, especially if you have had blame transferred onto you by the person, or one of their cohorts, or someone that they have bad-mouthed you to, or smear campaign you. You do start to forgive, because you have to. If you don't, you will never move on and heal completely. So I just wanted to share that and let people out there know, if you're coming out of a narcissistic relationship, or if you have these memories one day when you're just not thinking about anything else, and all of a sudden something pops in your mind, don't feel guilty, and don't feel ashamed, and don't feel like you're still in love with that person. You're probably not. It takes a long time to heal from the damage of a narcissistic relationship, but that is a part of healing in itself. I've come to believe that.